Where are we? We're in Borough Market.
Welcome back to Borough Talks, the Borough Market podcast. I'm Giulia Crouch, and this summer we're back at London's oldest food market, speaking with the chefs and traders who bring it to life.
Oh my gosh, I love spending the day in Borough. It's a feast, it really is.
From the iconic sandwiches of Capsaicin and the Black Pig to the evolution of natural wine. Plus the lesser-known delicacies of Greek cuisine and a trip to the West Country to find out what makes Borough Market's producers so special.
I have kids and I love coming to the market with my kids. I just like getting them involved in food.
This season is all about bold food and drink and the people behind it. Join us as we delve into their stories and take a closer look at what makes this market so special.
Borough Market is such an amazing place.
On your back.
This is Borough Talks. My guest today is Nick Willoughby. So Nick is the founder of The Black Pig, a hot food stand in the market that makes these epic parmesan covered pork sandwiches. Welcome to the podcast, Nick.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Have you always loved sandwiches?
Yes.
Tell me about your relationship with sandwiches.
Well, I guess you can have a very simple sandwich. You can have a more complex sandwich. But I think that they are a great carrier for so many different things. And you can get them in so many different forms. You can have formal sandwiches, like super relaxed, casual, fast foodie sandwiches. I don't know, I've never thought of myself actually as a sandwich geek, but I guess I probably am.
So when it came to coming up with the idea for the Black Pig, how did that come about?
We just had the opportunity to create this sandwich, like showcasing the best of borough produce. And I think when you're looking to try and create a product from scratch that doesn't exist, you kind of need to tick a few boxes. And when it comes to street food, you need to have something you can carry in your hand or you can eat with one hand. And you kind of want something that's accessible, but that you can also put a little twist on so it feels more interesting. It's Borough Market, you know, we're the best food market in the world. You don't want to just do a bog standard sandwich, you kind of want to elevate it. And so I think for us, the sandwich was perfect for that. And then we got thinking about the other bits and pieces that went into it.
It sounds really fun then. It sounds like you had a brief. Do something with the amazing produce that you can find in Borough Market. That must be quite fun for, you know, a street food
Yeah, it was
creator.
really fun. I mean, at the time, it was me, my colleague Tessa, who still works with me now, and a good friend of mine, Joe, and we were both at Leith's School of Food and Wine together. We sat down and we started just trying lots of different products. And I think knowing that we were going into a street food environment, you need a product that's service friendly, that you can serve fast but consistently with good quality. And so, like a slow cooked meat is really good for that, and slow cooked pork, even better. It's actually, and from our perspective as a street food product, it's an easier thing to buy free range and buy really good quality and still be able to sell at a reasonable price. So we went down that route, and then we were like, how can we get barbecues involved? I love barbecues, love barbecue cooking. So we were looking actually at green eggs and started off doing it entirely on green eggs. And then we were looking at interesting things. We were like, we don't necessarily want to go down just the British pork and apple. How can we elevate it a little bit, do our little twist? I guess actually, to be honest, I think when we really think about it, with like, you've got the key things that you need in any product. So you need your sweet, sour, bitter, salty, umami. And we went about like trying to tick boxes of, you know, so you've got the pork, you've got fatty, rich pork, really delicious. On the green egg, gets smoky. And then we were like salsa verde, so that gives a bit of, through the herbs, bitterness and the sour. And then we did this fennel and apple coleslaw, which gave some crunch, again, a bit more sour. And then we were like, we just need some sweetness in there. And we started mixing together. And I actually personally am not the biggest fan of truffle, but we made...
Some people really aren't they?
Yeah, except I have to say in our sandwich, I really like it, which is fortunate. And so then we made a mayonnaise with truffle, honey, and we were like, how can we make this even more indulgent? And we added loads of parmesan into it. And then we mix that with the salsa.
And when you say loads, it's like...
It's masses,
There's
yeah.
some inside, right? And then it's covered on the top.
Yeah, and in the mayonnaise, there's loads as well. So it really is, there's a lot of parm in it. And and then when you put that together, again with the crackling as well for the texture, it just really, really works. And so I think it hits all those notes.
100%. It feels like a kind of maths problem, like add this element, and then it kind of creates this amazing thing. Do you think there's something about like theatre that's quite important to street food? So you're saying about like having a kind of barbecue element and then all the cheese on top, that's like a kind of spectacle to look at. Do you think that makes people want to go to your street food stall over someone else's?
Yeah, I mean, I think it does. You're fighting to be seen and to draw people's attention. But I think I hate doing things that have no purpose, just to try and fob someone off. So I mean, like for me, one of my pet hates is when you order a portion of fries and it comes in a mini fry basket. I mean, like,
it's annoying.
It's never been in a fryer. It was completely pointless.
And you have to tip it out.
Well, exactly, no point whatsoever. So like, I didn't want to create processes that didn't need to exist just to try and draw someone in.
Yeah, for sure. It's not just aesthetics over flavour.
Absolutely. But if you can create a nice environment, a bit of buzz and some theatre, then 100%. You know, like the pork, we go through a lot of pork. There's no point keeping it all behind the scenes. Having it in the big green eggs on show so people can see it when you lift up the eggs, it definitely draws people in. There's no two ways about it. And the palm over the top. But that kind of comes as a secondary thing. It's not the primary reason for doing it that way.
Yeah, like the visuals are nice and you're a part of food. But at the end of the day, if it doesn't taste good, people aren't coming back.
Yeah, we wouldn't do it if it wasn't the best way for us to do it.
So what's your background in food then? How did you get into street food in the first place?
Start my whole life story. I mean, at school, I was utterly useless. I'm super dyslexic, but that aside, I was just conventional education was not for me.
Yeah.
So I left school with fairly few qualifications, or at least usable ones.
Did you do any like cooking in school? Was there any like food education in school?
No, not really. My mum's cordon bleu trained chef.
Wow.
And so her food's always been just super delicious. So I did do cooking at home, but nothing particularly serious. My passions were kind of food, eating food, or at the time golf, and I ended up going out to a golf school in the States. On like a management course, not so much playing. But when I was out there was a business module as part of the course, and I remember we had to come up with a business idea, and I came up with this pancake stand idea, creperie basically, and I kind of explained it to everyone in the class. And they were like, well, why didn't you just go and do it? And I was like, oh no, I can't. Didn't get any A levels, and I haven't been to university. I can't do that. And I think I guess just people, the American mentality, actually, it's really quite infectious. They were just like, just go do it. Stop making up excuses. Just go do it. And
I love that.
And it was amazing. So I actually did. When I left, I went back and I went up to St Andrews in Scotland, and I set up a pancake stall, a creperie, in the old market pitch that hadn't been used for years, with a Prince's Trust loan. And that was me. And then got really lucky. I won a Shell Livewire Young Entrepreneur of the Year award up there. And
cool. How old were you at the time?
22, I think.
That's amazing. You got straight into it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just really naive, but just jumped.
Sometimes
straight
that
in.
helps.
But I think it also helps when you don't think that anyone's ever going to employ you. I think it helps just to go, I've got nothing to lose. Might as well crack on. So set up the pancake store, and then off the back of winning that award, Channel 4 did a documentary on me, which was amazing. And then off the back of that, I moved to London. And actually, I opened just outside the market by the cathedral, and I do Fridays and Saturdays there. And I did that in about 2007. And then I got approached by Covent Garden. Capco had just bought Covent Garden. They were looking for independent food retailers to be there. And I was like, I haven't got any money. They were like, we really want you to be there. So they helped fund me move into Covent Garden. And then that was me kind of going with bricks and mortar, my first food business. And that was amazing. So you kind of
skimmed over the fact that Channel 4 made a documentary about you. What happened with that?
I mean, it was cool. They just followed me around for 3 months around town. Actually, it was quite funny because Prince William and Kate were in St Andrews at the same time.
Oh, right.
And I would be like walking around with my film crew, and they would be like walking down the street without it was very strange at the time. But
did you sell them any pancakes?
I did. You know, we used to cater a lot of the student events in St Andrews. So we did like the fashion show that they'd always go to. And so, they did. They had our pancakes.
That was amazing.
Yeah. It was really cool. It's really cool.
Just a quick break from the podcast to tell you about Friends of Borough Market. It's a new scheme bringing you closer to the market you love. If you live or work nearby or you're a regular visitor, Friends of Borough Market is for you. Think early access to events, exclusive content, and the first news of new products and seasonal specialities. You can sign up at boroughmarket.org.uk/friends. What do you think has kind of been the secret to your success then in the food industry, in the street food industry?
Oh, sticking in there, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the secret is just to get started, and you have to learn. And I think I've had quite a few. We support some youth charities at the moment, and a lot of people ask me, you know, how do you get into this? What should I do? And I think the reality is ultimately it's just start. And I think that's the beauty of street food, is that it's quite an accessible entry point. You know, I started up with £300, and I think you know, you don't have to have loads of money to get into it. And also, like, you might not make any money, but you're probably not going to lose loads of money doing street food. And so I think
it's quite safe.
I think it is quite safe in some respects. I think if you're sensible, yeah.
So do you think the Black Pig has been your most successful venture to date? Because it's wildly popular. Like, the queue there is enormous.
It's been amazing. And it's bizarre because we opened a few weeks before COVID, and then COVID hit and we were shut down for 3 months. And I mean, I've said it a few times, but I would just be there on my own. And my mum would come down, have a cup of tea with me because there's nothing to do, and I'd just have a chat. And so I'd maybe sell I don't know, 5-10 sandwiches a day, and now up to where it is today, which is a lot more. It's
how many is it today? I
mean, it does vary, but I mean, you know, on a really busy day you could do 2,500. So it's
2,500.
It's crazy, yeah.
That's wild.
And it's been, and actually dealing with that's been quite a journey as well, because I think that we didn't get into this to try and see how many sandwiches we could punt out in a day. It was more, we want to make an amazing sandwich. And I guess the viral nature of things kind of came to us. We didn't actually search for it. And so we just had to find ways of producing in bigger volume without actually sacrificing the quality. And I think actually, in some respects, now our sandwich is probably as good as it's ever been. And actually, you know, I think as far as we're concerned, in terms of I don't like calling it a production line, but the process, you know, it is ultimately, we've just broken it down into individual tasks. So, I mean, essentially, if you want mayonnaise on the sandwich, it takes however long to put mayonnaise on the sandwich. But in order to do it properly, and make sure you've got good coverage and it's exactly the same every time.
Good coverage, I like that. You don't want a bit that doesn't have enough mayo.
I mean, yeah, when you get like really a bacon sandwich and someone just dops a dollop of ketchup in, that does not work.
I'm not happy about that.
So I think you basically can only go as fast as the slowest area along the line. And I think so then if an area is snagging, then we just have an extra person. So we've now, on busy days, we've got 22 people working, and so yeah, but it's great, and that's the only way we can do it without sacrificing the quality. And I think that's where I felt like I've been really diligent, is that we will never sacrifice on quality, and we will always invest in the product and the people and the kit. And actually the people, it's a very key part of it. I think like, everyone works their ass off and they're amazing, and we do our best to look after people really well. We do some really fun work trips.
That's nice.
And so that's the thing that I think is become a bit of a thing within the Black Pig is our team trips, which is fun.
And do they eat a lot of the sandwiches?
Yes.
On your back.
I want to talk about the concept of like fast food, because I was reading on your website how, you know, fast food doesn't have to be low quality.
Yeah.
It can be an incredible sandwich with this like lovely bread, high quality pork. Do you think we've just come to associate fast food with really low quality?
Yes, I think so. I think, unfortunately, a lot of people aren't really aware of how bad some of the food is that they're eating. And so I think there probably needs to be a bit of an awareness piece on that. I think for people producing the food that are aware, I think there's definitely ways of doing fast food well. So I would like to think that we are an example. Having said that, you know, it's also, we've got a very niche product and a very tight menu. We sell one sandwich over and over again, and so we have. Is
it just the pork one?
Yeah, it is just the pork sandwich.
There's just the one on the menu.
Well, we have different versions of it with or without certain sauces, but it's essentially, we have our core hero sandwich, the best one, which is what we all eat and is what now most people order. But I think when you're just selling one sandwich, it does afford you better margins in the rest of your business, so that you can take a bit of a hit on the margin of the actual product itself. And I think so. I don't want to be unfair to restaurants out there who are really struggling at the moment, and say, you know, you have to be using these products, because it's tough out there at the moment.
For sure. But I think it's nice that you prioritize quality and you're not going to let that slip.
100%. Yeah.
You get some of your ingredients from the market, right? So where do you get your parmesan from?
So we get parmesans from the Parma ham and mozzarella stand from the Crouches.
Yeah, I love them. Is it 30 month, that one?
30 months. Yeah.
Why did you select 30?
We just wanted biggest flavour bomb we could get our hands on. Really, we've done the tasting with different ages, and it just packs a lot more punch.
Kind of more salty and more umami, isn't it? And
nutty,
a bit of
and
sweetness
it's just
in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I find like all of it is just more.
Yeah.
and so, I mean, that works really, really well for us. And then the other thing we buy from the market is all our fruit and veg comes from growers in the market. But then the other ingredients are honey. Originally, it was actually from London bees. We're now using too much, so we're using European bees, but it's 100% honey. Again, when you look into it, it's amazing how much honey isn't actually honey.
Oh my God. Most of it's just like sugar syrup.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it tastes terrible.
It really is, yeah. And then our bread, we've got our Rosario, who doesn't actually work for us, but he only makes bread for us. So, and he's lovely and been baking bread for years and years and years. I don't know, he's just makes us the most amazing ciabatta, where it's just super light on the inside and still stays crusty on the outside. So it's a great carrier for the sandwich.
How did you decide on ciabatta? Because we were talking about this as a team before, and we thought it's kind of unusual because a lot of people are doing focaccia or like a sub roll or kind of like a brioche bun. Ciabatta seems like a bit of an outlier, but I love it.
We started off with focaccia actually at the very beginning, and it actually was slightly too oily. It was too, in some ways, too heavy.
I think it can be.
Yeah, but I think for our sandwich with the pork, it's just the perfect carrier. It doesn't add too much other than just texture and a bit of crunch, and it holds the sandwich together. And it's very simple. Again, actually, principles of food. It is just flour, salt, yeast, water. There's no nasties in it, but it's incredibly light in the middle. We didn't want a bread that was going to steal the show. Yeah. Although actually, technically, a lot of the things that people say is, "Oh, it's amazing. The bread's amazing," but it kind of is because it is the perfect carrier for the fillings. It
goes with the rest of the components without like detracting it or like stealing it too much.
Exactly. Yeah.
How do you think people making sandwiches at home can like level up their sandwiches?
Well, I think going back to what we were saying before, just I think thinking of all the key flavour profiles and tastes that you need to have in anything that you eat, you apply to a sandwich. I think the work and effort that we put into our roast pork sandwich is basically the same level of work that goes into making a roast dinner. Yeah. And so I think basically treat it like you would a proper meal. Yeah. And also get creative. There's loads of fun stuff you can do.
Do you think more is more when it comes to sandwiches? Because there's a kind of Italian philosophy where they don't put much in their sandwiches at all compared to how we do in the UK. Yeah. And it can be nice in a way, but also I like lots of different flavours. Yeah,
I definitely don't think more is more. I think like you say, I think it can be great. There's a place in Herne Hill, Brixton, called Naughty Piglets, and and they have a little sandwich pop up at lunchtime.
Oh, I haven't had their sandwich.
Then they just do the jambon beurre.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it is unbelievable. And that's simplicity at its best. It's just butter and ham and some cornichon.
Sometimes that kind of thing can be incredible.
Absolutely amazing, yeah. But then
again, is that a balance of flavours?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just, does it work or does it not work? Yeah. And I think that's probably the key for me.
Is there something that you could do wrong with a sandwich?
Yes, a dry sandwich.
Oh.
You don't want a dry sandwich. Because actually that was the amazing thing with the jambon beurre sandwich. In theory, it sounds like it would be dry, but a dry sandwich is never good.
Absolutely terrible. No. Like no sauce.
No sauce, slightly stale bread. Just give it a bit of love.
100%. Well, we've been talking a lot about your sandwiches, so I think it's about time we went to go and try one.
Fantastic. Let's do it.
While we head to the market for that sandwich, I just wanted to jump in to say it would mean so much to us if you leave us a review, tell a friend, and follow so that you never miss an episode. It really does help as we want to grow this wonderful community of food lovers that listen to Borough Talks.
Hey guys, how you doing? You okay? Good to see you. How are you doing? You okay?
How often do you eat one of these sandwiches?
I probably have one a week.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you ever get bored of them?
No, I think I do, and then I have one and I'm like, oh no, it's really nice.
Yeah, it's so good. I'm so excited. I love slow cooked pork. I feel like it's always good.
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, we've got now one of our team members, Phil, he's created a tasting scoring system, and so he goes around with his clipboard and makes every member of the team make a sandwich, and then he critiques how it's been made and that kind of stuff.
But
so
they're
really
making the same sandwich.
Making the same sandwich.
They're making the pork one.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
But come try one.
Cool.
Let's go.
Can I get you a sandwich, sir?
I would love a sandwich, please.
Yes, please. So talk me through the components again.
So you've got
Pork.
slow roast free range pork, the fennel, apple, chive slaw with lemon juice, so it's really zingy, citrusy, crunchy. And then your 30-month aged parmesan, the honey truffle mayonnaise, salsa verde with mint, basil, dill, parsley, bit of mustard.
Yeah.
And then the pepperoncini, fermented chilies and
Sounds
company garlic.
so good, right? I can't wait to try
Cool.
it.
All right, let's
get
do it.
one.
Hi. How
Hi
you
guys.
doing? Good, thank you. Please, could we get a best one with crackling? Thanks so much.
So you've got the ciabatta like toasting in this kind of press. Talk me through it.
Yeah, exactly. So the ciabatta is great quality, but again, just going back to every single sandwich being perfect, it just refreshes really, really beautifully in the toasters. So then we move on. We've got the honey truffle mayonnaise.
Oh yeah.
The
and as you
crackling.
said, the good coverage on the sandwich.
Exactly. Always good coverage.
Smells amazing. The toasted bread alone smells so good.
Yeah.
And you've got these big vats of your fennel slaw.
Coleslaw, exactly. And then the pork, and so the pork starts, it goes through like a little journey.
Yeah.
It goes on to the back green egg for about 30 minutes. Then it goes on to the next green egg for another 30 minutes and smoking all the time. And you see kind of, what's great about it is like, obviously we're not using the green eggs in its most conventional sense.
I was going to say, this isn't how you normally use them, is it? It's kind of so the pork in front of us is like on a pan, bubbling away.
Exactly. And do you know, so we could easily, right here, we could easily put the pork into a bain-marie. But it isn't the best thing for it because it just sweats and becomes boiled and it's not very pleasant. Whereas here you get the really nice little gnarly bits around the edge.
I can see the little charred bit. So you get that combo of like soft
and it just all the juices
charred.
reduce down and it just intensifies in flavour.
And tell me what's going on here. So this is the
this is the
sauce.
salsa verde goes on, the pepperoncini.
It's bright green as well, beautiful colour. And the pepperoncini, this really like vivid red, orange.
Yeah, exactly.
Sauce.
And I think with the added garlic, it just gives it a little bit of richness, but also just that slight heat. And then you get finally just the loads of extra parmesan over the top.
And this, a serious amount, like a big, heavy snowfall of parmesan. Oh, I can't wait! All of the components look so good.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
There you go.
There you go. Here you go. You're in.
Oh my gosh! Look at this.
Don't forget your napkins.
Right. Wow. I don't know which bit to go. I'm going to go for this bit because this has got the most parmesan on it.
I like it. It's a good approach.
I love the salsa verde.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm making a mess of myself, but there's so many layers to the sandwich that is so exciting for your taste buds because there's so much going on.
Yeah.
You get that real herbiness. This got crackling in it, right?
It has, yeah.
I was going to say, you get that crunch and that fattiness.
Yep, yeah.
Which is so good. I love the sweetness that comes through.
I think that's the thing, the honey truffle parmesan mayo makes a real, it brings it together. But it's also, I just think if you'd ever said, would pepperoncini, salsa verde and honey truffle parmesan mayo together make it work? I don't know.
It really does.
It kind of does work.
They don't clash with each other. They complement each other really well.
Yeah, which is what I like about it,
And I love the fennel. I feel like fennel is so underrated.
Massively.
And some people don't like it, or they think that they don't like it, but no one would dislike fennel here.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not very aniseed, is it?
No,
Context.
it's not. No, I agree.
Thank you so much. I just want to keep eating.
No
If everyone could leave me in peace to eat, I'd be happy. So obviously you've been a part of the Borough Market community for a while now. So I want to know your like insider tips on where you're going, what your perfect day looks like in Borough Market. Where are you shopping? What are you eating for lunch?
Okay, I have kids. And I love coming to the market with my kids. I just like getting them involved in food. They're obsessed with, is it Nick DiGiovanni? YouTuber, hundreds of millions of viewers. Anyway, so they're now fully into cooking, and they're quite young. So they come down, and so we always do a little walk through the fish stands. That gets their attention, and then I love the fresh fish from Shell Seekers. It's brilliant. Spice Mountain is just unbelievable.
What do you buy from there?
What don't I buy from there? The Lebanese sumac. I think just
sumac.
I think sumac is just so much shop bought sumac is so poor. And I've never.
It's not fragrant.
I think for a long time I didn't realise how amazing good sumac is.
I love it. I put it on my hummus. I feel like it's just so smells incredible. Citrusy.
Absolutely, Totally.
Sweet and yeah, it's amazing spice.
It's so good. What else? Their ground fenugreek's amazing. I just actually everything in there I love.
Yeah.
So I would go there again. I don't think I'd tasted proper halloumi, until I went to Oliveology and bought some halloumi from there.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is a game changer. Like Northfield Farm, their beef is amazing. I made a stew recently with the beef chuck from there, and it was just next level. It was unbelievable. The Parma ham stand, again,
I'm
Parma
a big
ham
fan.
is just unbelievable. It's so good.
Got the mozzarella from there.
Yeah.
I love it. It gets in on a Friday.
Yeah.
That's when I go and get it.
It's so good.
I love it fresh.
Yeah.
Also, you get a good deal on it. If you get it from last week, you can get 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's good because the textures, it just changes, but it's still good. I love the fresh milkiness.
Talking of that, have you? We had an Italian customer came to us recently and said, we should do a mozzarella and Nutella sandwich.
I've never heard of that in my life.
Controversial. Yeah, exactly. I still haven't tried it. But anyway,
it sounds.
If you get your 2 for 1, then maybe
Yeah,
try
I could do that.
Chocolate spread with it.
It sounds really weird, but
I could kind of imagine it also slightly working.
you can kind of imagine it. Yeah, I mean, butter and chocolate works well together in a sandwich. And when you get like a thick bit of butter and then a bit of dark chocolate, that works. I need to try it.
There you go.
Sounds crazy.
That was for free.
Thank you. What are you eating for lunch in the market with your kids?
My kids are very loyal, and they do come down for a sandwich. And they've got lots
You
of
can't
them
choose
stuff in their
yourself.
face. No. But I think I love the beef rendang curry from Jolly.
Yeah. Oh, I love that too. And the jackfruit one is really good.
It is really good.
Yeah.
I've never quite worked out how they do it, but
Me neither,
it's
but
really
it's
good.
delicious.
It's very good. I love the krapao from Pad Krapao from Canam Croc, the Iraqi chicken from Juma.
I don't think I've had that before.
Oh, it's unbelievable. That's also what's got me into going to Spice Mountain to buy
Oh, really?
spices, try and make my own Iraqi chicken at home.
I need to try that
yeah,
one. That sounds
really
fun.
good. Yeah.
What's next for the Black Pig?
I think we're going to keep doing more of what we do. I think that Borough's been just the most amazing opportunity for us, and I think that we're now kind of looking quite hard at our charitable side of the business, and we're working with some great charities in our local area, Big Kid in Brixton and the Rathbone Society in West Norwood.
Oh, they sound like amazing charities. I haven't heard of them.
Yeah, it's really cool, and I think there's a lot more we can do on that front. So yeah, if we can keep doing what we're doing in Borough, and then focus on some of that on the side, it'd be fantastic.
Sounds great. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast, Nick. It's been a pleasure to chat to you.
Not at all. Thanks so much.
So there you have it, the story behind one of London's most famous sandwiches, which is so intrinsically connected with this market. Thanks to Nick for stopping by to share what makes his sandwich so iconic. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Borough Talks. Follow the podcast so you never miss an episode. We've got plenty more good food and great stories to come.
Cheers, guys.
Borough Talks is hosted by me, Giulia Crouch, produced by James Deacom, sound designed by Chris Attaway, videography by the team at Court Agency. Thanks to Liam, Bethan and Matt at Borough Market, and to all the guests for the food, the conversation and their time.
Thank you very much. Good one, yeah?